Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky Beyond, and we are starting up on my freighter because this just seemed to be the best place to start, because in this part I want to do two things. The first one is I want to take a look at the community mission. It's the weekend, so I just want to see what that mission is and we get it done. And the other one is I just want to resume my search for a new base. But first things first, I just want to show you this ship here. That is the fact that Everlon left a comment and suggested a new name for one of my fighters, and I've renamed this one Silver Fury, which is the name he suggested, and I actually quite like that name now. And I've been thinking about my ship setup, and I think I've now got my two fighters, and I really like these. I can't see me finding anything better, and I think these are the two ships I'm going to stick with. I know two fighters might be a little bit over the top. I think they're certainly going to be worth investing in upgrading them. And then what I will probably do is replace Dark Star with a hauler based on a suggestion from Snafu. I do really need to take my storage a little bit more serious. And then we'll keep the Laughing Gnome, and then I think the rest of the whatever ships we will get will depend on what exotic ships we find. Anyway, so we better get out into space and see if we can call the Nexus, because one thing I do need though is some dihydrogen. So I'm just going to jump off here and let's go and see what this week's community mission is going to be. It's probably going to go and gather something. Salvage data, warp core, hypercore, swallowed by a star, and we're going to get a circuit board for that, and 1,250 quicksilver. Just having a look through, because one of the questions Everlon asked me was about the frigate modules. These are the modules where you upgrade the tech for your freighters. As far as I know, there's only three sources. There's crashed freighters, frigate missions, and sometimes you actually get them crop up in here as a reward. But what I will say is, if you do see a mission that's got a frigate module in it, grab it immediately. Anyway, I'm just going to grab it in here, start the mission, and of course we're going to have to go looking for some knowledge stones. I mean, we're in a brand new system. Just to show you here, what I've been doing off camera is I've been jumping forward a lot of systems, and it's for two reasons. One is I'm looking for potential base sites, so we've got a couple of blue systems here which may be useful, and more importantly what I want to do is just keep the momentum going, moving towards the center of the galaxy, because I would like to get through this galaxy relatively quickly, and then we'll go through the center of this galaxy and go to the next one, followed by a star. An unknown planet there. Okay, it seems to want to send me to this planet for knowledge stones. Does that mean that the portal's on this planet? I'm not actually sure what this one is. This is a super critical planet. Okay, we're just going to go there. So here we are, we're down on the planet. I'm just flying across the surface, seeing if I can see any knowledge stones from the air. Although quite often they don't seem to like showing up when you do this, when you first arrive. Let's try a scan. So we may have to put down and see what we can see. I think we'll just fly over the top of that ridge. There's a creature there. Actually, there's several creatures here, so we're gonna land. See if we can scan those. So, okay. Sentinels are observant, and we're certainly going to be trying to scan those. Oh, come on. Why won't you hook on the scan? There we are. Oops. And I'm just going to have a look round for... Oh, we got some goodies here. I can't see any knowledge stones though. Loads of navigation data. Looks like I've put down in the one part of the planet which doesn't have any knowledge stones in it. Never mind. I think what we will do is go in that direction and start getting some more buried technology. And I'm just going to grab that. Actually, I think what I will do is I've got loads of these inhabited outposts. What we got here? Navigation data, distress signal, secure site of interest. Let's just see what that throws up. We found an operations center. That could be useful. Although it's off planet. Thank you, game. We're just going to go in that direction and see what turns up. I'm going to have to get underneath for this one. Right, there's a monolith there, 5 minutes away. That's even better. If I can get to a monolith, that might have multiple knowledge stones on it. How did I miss that? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to the monolith and I'll pick up from that point. So here we are, we're coming up on the monolith. It looks like we've got our 3 knowledge stones. And we're just going to... Carvings blur, yeah, touch the stone. So we're just going to up onto here. And touch the stone. And there should be the 3rd one. Around here, before my eyes, touch the stone, and that should give me the location of a portal. Of course, we're going to actually do the monolith. Fuel given, something. I feel a strange chill. A layer of frozen gas suddenly coats the monolith from bottom to top. It's so cold that I can see my breath inside my helmet. There is one small gap in the crystal ice. I feel convinced that I could feed some of the mind elements through it. I'll give it condensed carbon. The frozen gas melts into the atmosphere. I am rewarded. Right. What was that? It flashed up so quickly. Not exactly what I got rewarded with there. Could have been Geknip. I don't recognise, and I can see a Vakeen effigy there as well. Maybe it was a double reward. And of course we're going to bring the ship in so that we can fly to the portal. Drop the save. Of course, this is where I fly across the surface and see knowledge stones everywhere. So the portal's only a few seconds away. And here we are. Just going to drop down. And we're gonna go and see what this weekend's community mission is going to be about. Cover the coordinates, disturb, enter the glyph sequence. And through we go. And here we are. We are on a planet. We got Han Solo's base again. Disturbance. Now I think this is the second mission in a row where there's been a Han Solo's base. I'm starting to wonder whether those are actually created by the devs. Anyway, we're just going to go check it out. Looks like we're on a water planet. That is 22 seconds away. So they're both roughly in the same area again. Although looks suspiciously like Han Solo's base is underwater. I wonder if that's going to be another helper for us. Okay, what? Okay, whatever's is just here. Land, please. Land, 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 land. I'll certainly take that. I'll take the antimatter. Great irony is we've got knowledge stones everywhere. Actually, wonder if it's got something to do with knowledge stones. Let me just. So we're just gonna see. Buzz and pop and static surrounds this structure. Placing my hand against it, I discover a section which is oddly insubstantial. Where they should touch solid matter, my fingers pass into thin air. The structure seems to be here, but not yet here. I notice a slight shimmer when the static is loudest. It repeatedly crackles on its demand and brings material sacrifice to calm and stabilize it. So we got to find 16 crystal sulfides. I think we are going to head in the direction of Han Solo's base, because I've got a feeling we're going to have to go underwater. Now, as far as I know, scanning creatures on these missions don't count, but they do make money. At least the planet doesn't seem to be excessively hostile. Creature just spawned. So you're going to grab it. You. Got another 304,000. There's a knowledge stone there. Unidentified plant. Take you. And there's another creature. And there's a predator behind me. Big mistake, sunshine. I've actually got missions to kill predators, so no point messing with me. Let's just go swimming. Actually, that reminds me. I think I've actually got a mission. Take a picture of a land-based creature, or is it a sea-based creature? I'm soon going to find out. A although it won't show the mission. Actually, I quite like that. Actually, let's go underwater a bit. Left shift. Get this. And I've got loads of oxygen, so we should be okay. I think the sulfide's actually in deep water. I suppose what I should have done is made a Nautilus or something like that. There's a cave here. Well, no, stay on mission. Don't go cave diving. Okay, let's just keep. Oh, we might as well take a look at the base. There's a. Looks like the fish have got stuck in the base. Run. Scan these. I actually like this base actually. It's one of the things you see these people making bases, and it gives you so many ideas about what you want to do. Supplementary oxygen enabled. So I've got plenty of oxygen. I'm not seeing. Just keep scanning. Nanites. I'm not actually seeing what we got here. Got calcsacs. And we're just going to keep swimming. Let's grab the living pearls while there. An abysmal horror trying to trap me. I think we've actually got into the area. A hypnotic eye, and we found our first crystal sulfate. About to erupt. You can normally get 3 per. When you see this, what are you? So we've got 3 so far. If we keep going deeper, there's some more over there. I think we just need to get deeper down. Oops, running out of oxygen again. Quick check the oxygen situation. Still got 500, so we're looking good. There's some more sulfate down there. I got you. Nope. Grab you. Another 304,000. Nothing else. We're making money. What is this? I don't ever remember seeing something like this before. That's actually chlorine and dihydrogen. Well, we'll take you. It is going to take a little while to mine it out. Sulfate. We're just going to go and grab this off the outside. As soon as we take the first one, we get some more. That one's a bit more stroppier than the last one. I'm just gonna get you. Oxygen's running low again. At this rate, I could run out of oxygen, so I'm gonna have to keep mining up the oxygen as we go along. I'm not going to get a lot of oxygen this way. Becoming pretty apparent this is going to take some time because I'm not really finding that much down here, and I've only found 6 out of 16 yet, and oxygen's getting a bit low. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going and till I find some more, then I'll be right back. Right, I found another armored clan and some more sulfide up there. I'm just going to go grab the armored clan first. Because, well, living pearls are living pearls. You might as well make a profit out of this as quickly as possible. So, get up here, get another 3 crystal sulfide. And it's going to fly round. There's another. Looks like there's another armored clan here. So I'm going to take you. And what have we got up over this way? Is that another armored clan? So I'm going to take these. Let's look like there's 2 together here. Grab those. Grab the living pearls. But there's another one just here. Whoops. This time that a little bit. Got snapped me nose off. I'm not seeing the sulfide. Looks like we've actually found a little bit of a bunch of sulfide here. Right, I've just found another one there, but I've also found another one tucked in here. It looks like we've actually may have found enough of these, or we might just be one short, which could be a little bit inconvenient. I'm just going to fly in here. Just going to pick you off and oh. Thank you, game. Right, we've got 4 left. There's only going to be 3 on here, so we've got to find 1 more after this, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the neck, but that's the way it goes. We're going to fry the jellyfish. On the positive side, we not actually run into any hostile jellyfish. Okay, some candle kelp down there. I'm just going to keep picking that up. It's my oxygen. I'm getting through the oxygen. I'm just gonna come in here, put that into the suit. Another 102. I should keep the oxygen going. Right, I've got 1 more to find, and then we're done. And this is probably going to be the hardest one to find. So I'll see you once I actually find that. So it looks like I've just found the last one, so we're just going to go down onto this. It's taken a long time, I must admit. I think altogether, now bearing in mind that I'm editing the video down, it's taken me about 35 minutes to do this. That's enough for the mission, but seeing we're here, thank you, game. It's just top up the oxygen. Be a bit ironic to die at the moment, so we're just going to get in here. It's going to pick up the surplus. What we're going to do is put this into there, and I'm just going to convert that. That'll give me some space for these final 3. Yeah, stop exploding, game. So we got more than enough now. So what we're going to do is start heading back towards that. It's 5 minutes away, so it's going to take me a little while to get there. I'm just going to grab that. This one, it doesn't look like this one wants to erupt actually, but well, he gave me a little bit of a shove in the right direction, so. Right, I'm healing up. And we're out of water. As far as that way. I was considering summoning the ship, but at the same time, there are some predators around here. So we're gonna get the bolt caster ready. There they are. Now go away. They attacked me first. Just here we are. We are back with the. And I'm just going to get up here. I'm going to hand in the community mission. Going to go through here, hand in. So we've now completed the mission, and I think what we will do is do the knowledge stones if it will let me. It doesn't seem to want to let me do the knowledge stones. Maybe it's just because this is a special. So we're just going to jump back into the ship. An unidentified plant there. It's disappeared. No, it isn't. There it is. Another 41,000 credits. And I'm just going to jump in the laughing gnome. Ha! Of course, we've got to smash the tree. Now the question is, where's the portal? There it is. I'm just going to Skype back to the portal. I'm just going to land. A little bit far away, but not a problem. It's almost like this portal is half in the rock face. Didn't notice that. Never mind, as long as it takes me back home. Wait. Right, what we're going to do now is find my ship, return to the space anomaly. I just want to check something. I've actually got an aquatic shelter. Text. Ah, it's Nautilon. Ah, yeah, it suddenly occurred to me that to make a Nautilon, I actually needed crystal sulfate. So in some ways, doing this mission has done me a bit of a favour, because what I can do is keep that crystal sulfate, because if I get up in, well, we'll just get off the ground first. But if I show you missions, I've got a mission to where is it? This one here, construct a Nautilon. What we should be able to do is, and you can see now all the mission agents starting to show up. So what we will do is go and cash those missions in as well. But first we're go into the anomaly, if I can find it. It's got to be up around here somewhere. So here we are coming in on the space anomaly to get that mission done straight away. So let's just get over here and Nexus, and we're going to complete the mission. And we've got a circuit board, and more importantly, we've now got another 1200 Quicksilver. Now I just want to do a quick look at the missions. I was half hoping that I may actually get one of the frigate tech modules, but no, we've got liquid explosive heat capacitor, and this has taken a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I think even with editing down, plus it being Christmas and my wife wants to go Christmas shopping, to me I think with the weekend before Christmas is tantamount to sticking your fingers in a bacon slicer. What I'm going to do is, just to finish this video up, we're just going to go and cash in those missions. If I can find the space station. Where's the space station gone? There it is. So we're just going to go in, cash in some missions and tidy up the inventory, and that's where I'm going to call it for the video. And I do have one question, is, I mean, do you like me doing the weekend community missions, and should I make it a feature of this Let's Play that every weekend, access permitted, that I always do one video where I actually do the community mission? I mean, if you like that idea, feel free to chuck it in the comments. Otherwise, what I'll do is I will just do the community missions off camera. Let's make sure. I mean, I did have a bit of a tidy up while we were flying over. We've got the circuit board here, and that's worth 916,000. So we could sell that and make some more money. Hand-in missions. Oh, we only got the one. We got 200. Thought I would have finished more missions than that, but never mind. Okay. And this. Oops, I should have seen if he's got any other missions for me. Browse missions. Got some deliver some items, but maybe. And we're just going to see what we got. Sell. Kind of. I don't really want to carry the Geknip round with me, so I think I will sell that. I know. I think it was Snaff who said that there's a use for that, but I don't really have a use for it just at the moment. So I mean, we got that's plus 15%. We got to sell that to make the cash there. I'm gonna sell the gold and just make some space. The salt and the ammonia, I think we're going to keep for the moment because we may need that for the Nautilon. We've got silver. We'll sell that and the Viking effigy. Well, I think that's about it. And this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until... oh, wow. I know some of you are going to be shouting at me and screaming. But, okay, we got a promotion. But... that's an 18 slot. There are some really good looking ships in this galaxy. Why didn't I see these in the Euclid galaxy? But I can't have 3 fighters. and truthfully, that's only a B18 slot. That damage potential 148, 124.1 core. What does that actually mean? So I presume that's the core, and then that's the percentage increases for the ship. I just really like this trim on the side. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.